Hello students, today you will learn about solving quadratic equation using quadratic formula. Alright, so we have here the quadratic formula. We have the x is equals to negative b, positive or negative square root of b squared minus 4ac all over 2a. Alright, so for example, we have here example number 1. We have 2x squared plus 9x plus 10 is equals to 0. So this equation, the quadratic equation, is written as in a standard form. So first thing that we're going to do is to find the values of a, b, c. Alright, so we have here a is equals to, this is our a, 2, our b is equals to 9, and our c is equals to 10. Alright, so we already have the values. And now, the next is substitute each values onto the formula. Alright, so let's start. We have here x is equals to the value of b. We have here negative times the value of b, which is 9, positive or negative b, or 9 squared minus 4 times the value of a, which is 2, times the value of c, which is 10. Alright, so all over 2 times the value of a, which is 2. Alright, so next, let's simplify. Alright, to simplify this one, just follow the operations. So you have your negative times 9. It will give you negative 9 plus or negative 9 squared is equals to 81, and then times minus 4 times 2 is equals to 8, times 10 is equals to 80. Alright, so all over 2 times 4 is equals to 4. Alright, so simplify pa natin. Have your x is equals to negative 9 plus or positive or negative 81 minus 80 is equals to positive 1 all over 4. Alright, so next kukunin natin yung square root ng 1. Just simply as x is equals to negative 9 plus or positive or negative it's square root of 1 is 1 all over 4. So ngayon, meron na tayong dalawang values ng x. So we have here x is equals to negative 9 plus 1 over 4. And then yung isa ay x is equals to negative 9 minus 1 over 4. Alright, so para makuha natin yung final value ng x, we just have to simplify this one. Alright, so is equals to negative 9 plus 1, it will give you negative 8 over 4, or simply negative 8 divided by 4, it will give you negative 2. So these are now the answer or the value of our first x. So next, we have here negative 9 minus 1. We have here negative 10. Alright, so copy the denominator 4 is equals to, since hindi namin natin ito ma-divide, we just have to simplify it or write it in the lowest term. So we have here 10 and 4 is divisible by 2, so we have 10 divided by 2, we have negative 5, and 4 divided by 2, we have the 2. And these are now the second value of our x. So since we already have the value of x, we can check this one if this is really the roots or the solution of our equation. So by checking that one, just simply substitute the value. For example, -2, substitute it by here in the variable x here, and 2. If your answer will come out 0 is equals to 0, then your answer is equals to, or the value of x are the roots of the number or the roots of the equation. So I'll show you how to check. Let's erase this one. Alright, so let's write the equation again. 2x squared plus 9x plus 10 is equals to 0. Alright, so first, hahanapin muna natin kung tama ba tong answer natin dito. So you have here 2 times -2 squared plus 9 times -2 plus 10 is equals to 0. Alright, so simplify natin. So you have 2 times -2 squared, -2 times -2 is equals to +4 plus 9 times -2 equals to -18 plus 10 is equals to 0. Alright, so next step, we have to multiply 2 times 4 is equals to 8 minus, why minus? Because we are going to multiply positive to negative, it will become negative. Minus 18 plus 8 is equals to 0. Alright, so now let's subtract 8 minus 18 to give us -10 plus 10 is equals to 0. -10 plus 10 is equals to 0 is equals to 0. So it means our value, -2 is the value of x, satisfy our equation 2x squared plus 9x plus 10 is equals to 0. So this is how, or this is the process on how to check if your solution or if your roots is really the solution for the equation. So let's try another one. Alright, so we have here 2x squared plus 9x plus 10 is equals to 0. So you have here 2 times -5 over 2 squared plus 9 times -5 over 2 plus 10 is equals to 0. Alright, so we have here squared natin to. We have here -5 squared is equals to 25 over 4 plus 9 times -5, it is -45 over 2 plus 10 plus 0. So this is equals to 0. Alright, so we have here 50, 2 times 25, 50 over 4 plus, or directly we have here -45 over 2 plus 10 is equals to 0. Alright, so this one, hanapin natin yung common denominator nila, which is 4. So we have here 4 divided by 4, 1 times 50 is equals to 50. 4 divided by 2 is 2 times 45. We have here 90 plus 10 is equals to 0. Alright, so -50 minus 90 is equals to -40 over 4 plus 10 over 10. Hindi na kasya. Alright, so erase muna natin to. So we have here negative 40 over 4 plus 10 is equals to 0. Alright, so negative 40 divided by 4 is given negative 10 plus 10 is equals to 0. And negative 10 plus 10 is equals to 0 and equals to 0. So our values are correct. So the value, the x is equals to negative 2 and x is equals to negative 5 over 2 are the roots are the solutions of these equations. So next we have here example number 2. So we have here the equation x squared minus 5x minus 14. So I write already the values of a, b, and c. We have a is equals to 1. It is understood that there is an coefficient in x squared. Alright, so our b is negative 5 and our c is negative 14. Alright, so let's substitute this one on the quadratic equation. Alright, so we have x is equals to the value of b. We have negative times negative 5 plus or minus or positive or negative b. The value of b, we have here negative 5 squared minus 4 times 1 times negative 14. Alright, so all over 2 times 1. Alright, so we have next, let's have negative times negative 5. We have positive 5 plus or minus or positive or negative 5 squared or negative 5 times negative 5. We have positive 25 minus negative 4 times 1 is equals to 4 times negative 14 is equals to negative 56. Alright, so we have 2 times 1, or directly we have here 2 times 1 is equals to 2. Alright, so next 5 positive or negative 25 plus 56 over 2. So, lagay natin dito sa kabila. You have here x is equals to 5 positive or negative square root of 25 plus 26. 25 plus 56 is equals to 81 all over 2. So we have here, this is a perfect square and we have to get its square root. We have 5 positive or negative square root of 81. We have here 9 all over 2. So the value of our x, we have here x is equals to 5 plus 9 or 5 plus 9 over 2, or we have here 5 plus 9 is equals to 14 over 2, or simply 7. Hinang lang tayo ng space. I-erase muna natin to. Alright, so let's directly answer this one. So we have x 5 plus 9 is equals to 14 divided by 2. We have here 7. So ito yung unang value ng x. So next we have here x is equals to 5 minus 9 all over 2. All over 2. So we have here x 5 minus 9 is equals to negative 4. Negative 4 divided by 2 is equals to negative 2. Alright, so these are the value of x, and to check if these two are the roots or the solution of the equation, just try to substitute the values on the variable so that you will know that these values satisfy this equation, or these values are the roots of this equation. So that would be all for our solving quadratic equation by quadratic formula. Alright, so thank you everyone. God bless. See you on the